definitely behind on my readings, and I know that, and I'm sorry. Um, I have had a lot going on, and so I'm really sorry. I just want to say that, and I hope you guys are being patient with me. What I'm gonna do today, and I know it's the moon today. I know what the new moon is today, but that is what we're gonna be talking about. This new moon, it's in Virgo. Right? I think so. Let me find my little. It's this one that I got paint all over, so I don't know all of the information. But it's today. I know that. And we'll just see what we can read through this paint. So, this energy, the new moon in Virgo, it's an energy of like self acceptance, compassion for yourself, forgiving for yourself, finding your strength, being confident. This is feeling capable to create your visions, knowing you can make anything happen. You realize you're worthy of love and acceptance, and your value. It comes from being totally you. You know, like you got to be the real, authentic you. Now, it might be starting to like make you feel some kind of way about perfection, you know? You realize, I think, under this moon that perfection um, doesn't really leave any room for growth. Like, if you have something perfected, there isn't no need to grow, you know? So keep that in mind and start thinking about that as you make mistakes, you know? Maybe even like cutting yourself some slacks for mistakes, you know? Because mistakes really mean that you're learning, right? And mistakes need to be honored with this new moon. You know, they need to be, you need to. It's a gratitude thing, right? So this moon is going to make us feel like we deserve to be loved. We deserve happiness. And we start to examine the people in our life today, you know. Um, You're realizing with this moon energy, you don't need to jump through hoops for these things like love and acceptance and people in your life that help you reach these things. It's your birthright as a human being, you know, love and happiness. It's your birthright. So I feel like this is something like Virgo would just kind of like automatically kind of come to that conclusion, you know? They're so honest, Virgos, right? So it's healing that this moon is bringing for us. It's healing the places that you feel unloved. It says here, like, I looked up this information online and, you know, I love that. So it says, write yourself a love letter about the gifts that you give to the world. It's time that you have compassion for yourself. Say yes to things that matter and no without any guilt to the things that feed your insecurity, right? Focus on intentions that don't demand you to change someone else. You know, change into someone else. Like don't feel like there's something wrong with you today. And like no one's feeling that today. We're feeling like everything is right, who we are. Like this moon has given us this energy with like, man, we need to like get out of this insecure place and just start really taking good care of ourselves. So you might want to ask yourself today, how do I want to feel? How do I really want to feel? Do you want to feel angry? Probably not. I hate that feeling, right? So is the feeling that you want to feel, is it aligning with your sense of worth? So that's what this moon is about, and I just wanted to share that guy with you guys because I kind of feel like it's good news, right? Like, what are we going to do with this energy as we're like really being honest with ourselves about our who we are, what we deserve, what we really want, and the things that don't, you know, and like where are we putting them? Are we prioritizing things in our life, you know, that make us feel better, or that's feeding our insecurity, you know? Who are you hanging out with? Are they people that support you and love you no matter what? If there's somebody in your life that's not supporting you and loving you no matter what, maybe you need to look at that, you know? Maybe you do. So it's an honest sign, so it's an honest energy. Like we're not gonna have any choice. We have to be honest with ourselves about people, places, and things, and what we want, what we deserve, and what we ultimately, what we're manifesting for ourselves, right? So we're going to start with Aries. Let me see what time it is. It's 5:47. So that first part ended up being a little bit long, but I hope it helps you guys because it was good information. Angels, spirits, and guides. Let's talk about Aries. So this moon is going to be about balancing, right? And there's an end to a pretty tough cycle coming in for you, Aries. So let me see. I just kind of wanted to do a quick reading here. You know, we'll just see balance, spirituality, and practicality for Aries. Clarify, spirit, angels, spirits, and guides. Thank you so much. Yeah, see, like you're having to balance out yourself, like with this moon, right? You have to like ask yourself, what do I deserve? Am I giving it to myself? Am I allowing myself to receive it? Because I feel like what's happening as you go through this process is you feel like there's people, places, things, attitudes that have to be let go of. It's like time, right? So there might be some closing out of some old cycles that you're sick of feeling, you know, and it could be about your value. I feel like what's happening is self-love coming in here for you, like you loving yourself. This is your new beginning. Like, I'm going to take care of me, right? This self-love is what changes your energy. It's the Temperance card here. This is about changing the energy that you want to change. You know, like what were we looking at? We're looking at this feeling of, you know, like, oh my God, I made so many mistakes. Like, have you ever beat yourself for a mistake that you made? This reading today like is kind of about, or this moon is kind of reminding us that mistakes are part of us. It's part of our learning. If we didn't make them, we would never fucking learn anything. So you kind of have to like almost reframe what you're feeling about any kind of misstep, and like when you do that and cut yourself some slack, things start to change. The way you look at yourself, the way you feel about life, your balance, your energy is all changing. You know what I mean? Tell me what the end of the cycle is here, because it's talking about it with that world card. Let's just get some kind of, okay, so there's an up all night, there's an imbalance, and then what's happening is the truth is coming out via your higher self. High Priestess with the King of Swords. You know what I mean? Like, it's your higher self just being brutally honest with you. You're having a very, very big awakening here about yourself, about your balance. I'm not sure what the Nine of Swords is, but I'm going to ask. It's some kind of like, it's a nightmare, right? It's something that like hurts you all night. It's something, it could be about your children. You know, unconditional love is here. 2, 10 of Cups. And there's 2 children here. So I don't know, Aries, but they could very well be talking about your kids. I feel like something's like coming into balance here for you. Some kind of healing. Maybe between you and your kids. Like maybe this whole shift in your energy. You know, realizing like I don't have to beat myself for mistakes I made anymore. So you go into situations with a new confidence, like the Emperor. Like I own my mistakes and I'm not ashamed. I'm not. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and my life is just my life, and I cherish every single piece of it. Like, I'm not going to beat myself up anymore. Look at how much I've grown. This is the 9 of Pentacles. This is you, kind of like, this is your moon experience, and it's today. So like, and it lasts for a few days before, a few days after, but like, get ready, you know, are you ready to receive is what I feel like the message is saying. Like, are you ready for this new incoming information from your higher self? Because like, if you are, like, get ready and buckle up, because things are changing, and they're going to change very, very quickly. So let's start with, go with Taurus here. Like I said, these are going to be kind of quick quick readings here. I'm so behind on reading. I'm sorry, you guys. It's been a crazy month. Okay, Taurus. What's Taurus need to know about the new moon today? What do you want to tell about Taurus and the new moon, Spirit? Tell me what's happening for Taurus today, this moon energy. The energy is gaining momentum, believe in the impossible. And you know, we just had the blue moon. So the blue moon is here, and the blue moon to me is like, honestly, in the moon card deck, I feel like it's my favorite one. First of all, it's beautiful. Right? And the blue moon, the whole energy of the blue moon, it's something that is rare. It's a surprise. It's a miracle, right? It's something like you made a wish, you didn't know if it would come true. It's been a long time ago, and it's here. You know what I'm saying? So it's talking about believing the impossible here. Let's clarify for Taurus. Sorry, I forgot the little card here. Taurus, tell me what's going on for Taurus. Thanks for coming, you guys. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate all of that information. The energy is gaining momentum on a new beginning in love. That's what it's saying. Or a new beginning, like with passion. There's a page of swords. Like it could be like a brand new idea. It could be like something. But there's someone here too with the Two of Cups. It's a soul friend, man. Like this could be a sibling or a best friend or a parent. But it looks to me like, you know, it could be a partner. It could be a lover, somebody that you've been seeing, you know, like it's a brand new thing. What you have here is a page, the Fool, and the Two of Cups. Let's get one more card. Let's get one more card. Yeah, there's a brand new beginning. I mean, this could be about money. You know what I mean? You got two deaths at the end here. I don't know what that's about, but I see it at the bottom of the deck. We're just going to like acknowledge those cards. It's about transforming something. It could be about a Scorpio. It could be about like just changing complete paths, like closing the door on an old life, going down a new one. And that does support that, all those cards. Like, you know, brand new beginning. Tell me what the impossible card is telling me. Blue moon, blue moon. What is that one song? Blue Moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Who sang that? Patsy Cline. Oh, it's a good song. Okay, so here it is. Wheel of Fortune is coming in to release you from something. This is a burden. This burden is going away. Let's see what it is. I feel like you've been asked to be released of something. It could be about your home. There's a house pointing at the Wheel of Fortune. Like, you know what I mean on this card? The wheel is stopped right there at a home. So this could be something, you know, like there's been pressure at home or like it's been a big, huge load. But I feel like, you know, this is saying like balance being restored, happiness being restored. Like big time Four of Wands, happy, stable home. You've been manifesting this. You've been wanting a new cycle, and it's here. It's here. So let's clarify the world card. What's leaving? Wow. So here's what it is. It's about a heartbreak, and it's about love. It fucking is. Something you've been thinking about. Look at the bottom. Do you see how that crazy is? Like with the bottom of the deck, they always tell the whole story. It's crazy, but I feel like you've been overthinking about some kind of love situation. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, like I said. I felt that energy at the bottom of the deck when I saw the 10 of Swords and the Death card. And now we have it with the King of Cups, kind of like double downing on that. Like, so maybe you're overthinking about a water sign or a Scorpio, right? Somebody that broke your heart, somebody that you had to like completely, it caused a complete transformation. I feel like you closed the door to that chapter, opened a new one. It's telling me that it was painful, really, really painful. But like, look at what happened because of it. Do you see all the major arcanas? Because I do. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, the Judgment, the World, and the Fool. So you're closing out a cycle and starting a brand spanking new one, and your soul is the one leading the way. You don't need to be scared at all. If you surrendered this situation and the wheels coming in, just relax and enjoy the ride, human. Like, don't overthink this stuff. I don't know what's happening, but like balance and love and like camaraderie, like calmness being restored into your life. You're letting go of any and all burdens. And remember when I was reading in the beginning, like the Virgo new moon, and how it's like, it's about forgiving yourself. It's about not holding grudges. It's about saying to yourself, like, everything happens for a reason. And accepting everything as it is. And within that whole thing, like you accept things how they are, you release it. You accept it and it's gone. It doesn't have to be a burden anymore. You just, you change the way you look at it and you see it a different way. Sometimes when I read these cards, it's like, it's almost as if like something happens, but nothing happens. Like it's the same situation. It's just you that changed the way you feel about it, the way you see it. And this is because you are asking your higher self for help. You are, and your higher self is just happy to do that. Glad you're ready for the change. I want to get one more card about this Judgment card, because like your higher self is leading you somewhere to the Hierophant, which is about big lessons. It's about letting you understand what the lessons are. You know what I mean? I feel like one of them is strength, like realizing how far you've come, how far, like even like packing all these burdens uphill, like how much strength it built in you, like what's happening. I feel like you're getting Empress energy, which is your own, right? But you've got two queens here, and one Queen of Cups is about surrendering your emotions to your higher self and just saying like whatever needs to happen, let's let it happen. And the Queen of Swords is like, yeah, let's get rid of all that emotional baggage and let's think logically about things that have to go. So I feel like you're cutting out like some stuff that's just hanging around. It's like residual energy from something else. You know what I mean? It's a heavy burden. Should we see what it looks like? Let me clarify the Ten of Wands for Taurus. It's about trying to find justice, trying to find balance, and make decisions. Like this is actually, you've got the King and Queen of Swords here. So I feel like boundaries are going to be important right now, with yourself, with other people. And so where's the next stop? Chariot. So maybe some travel, maybe you're going to, I don't know. The Chariot card can mean a new car. This is a motorcycle, so maybe somebody's getting like a motorcycle with a sidecar on it either, right? But it feels like, you're on a new path here. You've made some decisions. You're manifesting a happy, stable home. And then you're on this chariot and you get to go anywhere you want. Your soul and you kind of going together. Here's your soul right here. This is the High Priestess. It's your intuition. So I feel like there's a lot of major like switches around in the way you're thinking about things with this moon. So relax into that, take a nice hot salt bath, and turn the lights down low. Don't have any music on. You don't need it. Just breathe. Just breathe and see what comes in for you, because I feel like it could be pretty amazing, actually. Okay. Let's see, Gemini would be next. 1951. Okay, Gemini, let's see what this moon means for you. Let's see exactly what it's working on for Gemini here. What can they be looking for or concentrating on? Where can they put their intentions today as we enter this really lovely energy of Virgo moon? Hold your vision. Work through your fears. Surrender to the divine is at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like, yeah. So hold your vision kind of reminds me of like, you know, whatever your wishes or whatever are, like keep that in your head. You know what I mean? Like don't let go of what you want. You know, you could still have it. Just keep it there. You know, feel like you already have it, no matter what it is, you know. I'm going to be thinking to myself about the coffee table I want to make. I have the coolest coffee table, but it needs refinished and I want to do a pour paint like thing on it. And I've never pour painted. So I've only done a few projects. I do have them on my reels, but they're like, God, it's hard to get the paint the right consistency. It's all got to be the same. Anyway, hold your vision. Whatever you're working on, hold on. And just keep working on it. And remember, like, every mistake that you make just leads you to the next cool adventure, right? Mistakes are great. Hold your vision. So it's telling me that you're sad about something here. And that's why they're telling you that. It could be about, like, a family reunion or something that was said, something you didn't know. The moon card. I feel like you're crying about something. And I feel like, you know, it's hard to manifest anything when you're sad. I mean, you got to roll through those feelings for sure. But just remember, like, everything happens for a reason, right? And I feel like there's something here. Like, so if this is about a project, because I sort of feel like it is, I wonder if you're feeling like, I don't want to do this thing. I can't. I give up. I give up. Like, that could be what I do about the pour painting. I'm not there. I just started. I'm not going to stop. There's this little guy painting. Like, if this is something that you've loved to do since you were a kid, because I do get this like a wish, a passion project. It could be about work. It could be about manifesting money. And it feels like there's this part of you that's like sad, like it hasn't happened yet. I haven't manifested it yet. Like, should I keep doing this? Do I really have the power? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But like, this energy right here will stop everybody in their tracks from getting what they want. This is a low vibe energy. And like, if I understand this whole law of attraction thing right, I mean, like you attract the energy that you're in. So you don't want to be in this sad state. So what can you do about it? So here's the moon card, right? So you can, there's a party card here too with the 3 of Cups. Could be hanging out with your friends, like do something to get yourself out of this dark energy. This, I don't mean dark, I mean sad. You know what I mean? The 5 of Cups is about mourning, you know? And this card right here is saying, change your energy, babe, change it. Love yourself like it's time, right? And a lot of times when we're in this sad state, it's because we're not accepting something that's going on. You know what I mean? Remember, everything happens for a reason. But sometimes things happen, even if they're for a reason, they feel like shit, right? There's always a purpose underneath. Okay, so it's saying here that you've got some fears here, and Spirit is saying, like, work through those fears. This is what you have here for cards or moon energy is a Scorpio new moon, a full moon with no sign saying anything, and the fixed moon talking about holding your vision. Don't give up on yourself. That's what hold your vision means. And it looks like you're sad here about putting effort into something, like you're sick of it. You're like, I don't even, I mean, I have, nothing's happened. Work through your fears. See, you're scared. I don't know what you're scared of, but it could be like you're scared of what people are going to say about you. You know what I mean? Like you're scared you're going to be attacked. I get it. People do attack you, especially if you're doing online stuff. Like, you know, there's people that think you're ugly. There's people that hate what you're doing. There's people that want to condemn the song that you pick on a reel, or, you know, how many wrinkles you have on your skin, or what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? So, like, are you worried about what people are saying about you? Are you worried about being attacked? Is that making you stay stuck in some kind of stagnant place where you don't move forward. Because what I feel like is if you hold your vision, you are the King of Pentacles. You know what that means? It means you're a money manifester. You can be rich, but you're just so in your head, Gem. You're arguing even with yourself. And I kind of feel like maybe this Virgo moon will be good for you, because remember when we read in the beginning, and it's like every mistake creates a new opportunity. It teaches you something. We evolve from mistakes. We have to stop beating ourselves up for making mistakes. We have to. And that's the Virgo energy. We're starting to like, we gotta cut ourselves some slack and be honest. And then go for our what do we want. Heal ourselves. You know, we can have what we want, whatever it is, right? We can manifest it into our life, whether it's love or money or stability, right? A partner. It might not be the partner that you had in mind, because believe it or not, sometimes our human picks people, you know, that maybe is an old cycle, right? Somebody that causes us to like feel some type of way we did when we were a kid. And what's happening right now is the planets are trying to help us remember those things and let them go. You know, I mean, we've got the rest of this year with so much shit in retrograde and so much stuff happening inside of us. Like, we're arguing with ourselves. And this moon today, it's lovely. It's lovely energy. So I think this is a good energy to be honest with yourself about how mistakes and things, I don't know, like maybe you feel like you said something that hurt somebody, you know, and I just did it this morning at breakfast. I was pretty sure I hurt my daughter's feelings, and I felt really shitty about it. And she left, and then I talked to my other daughter, and I'm like, I fucking think I just totally blew her whole day at the breakfast. And I didn't mean to, you know what I mean? You kind of got to cut yourself some slack, because maybe it slipped out of your mouth, and maybe it caused some sort of a ruckus and hurt feelings, but maybe that was for somebody's best good. Maybe it's yours. Maybe it was mine. You know what I mean? Like, I do need to think before I speak. I just do. And I need to see who's in the room and make sure I'm not hurting people's feelings. You know what I mean? So maybe that mistake was for me to learn from. But you know, you never know who else is learning from it. Like my older daughter, maybe she was going like, man, mom, that was pretty fucked up. Or maybe my younger daughter, I'm not going to do that ever. You know what I mean? So like everything that you do and say is always some kind of lesson. If it's not just for you, it could be for the other people in the room, right? Surrender to the divine. I feel like there's some kind of like, oh wow, man, what's going on here? Look, can you guys see this first pile? Is Gemini. Okay, so it's saying to surrender to the divine, right? So this is kind of like, okay, I'm going to let you guide me, higher self, right? What happens here is like some kind of epiphany about you. I feel like there's a lot of confidence in here once you surrender this idea right here. Like everyone might attack me, so what if they do? You know what I mean? So what if they do? I feel like what's happening when you do surrender is like this confidence coming in, and it's directly like direct line to your higher self. This is the high priestess, and it's about your intuition, you know? Like some of you could even be like digging into like tarot, and you know, maybe some of you already read it, you know, read tarot cards, but something very spiritual going on in this card with your higher self saying, there's ways to reach me. You want to look at that card really close in case you're interested, right? So you want to contact your higher self and ask them questions. Here's some examples how you could do it. You know, she's tapping in. Look at her hands. They're up and open, ready to receive. She's got cards. She's got runes. She's got a magic crystal ball. And so she's doing everything she can to talk to and get support from higher self. And that's what the judgment card is. It's a resurrection of your soul, loud and proud. Ready to go, human? Ready to go, human. That's what's happening. Like, look at all the confidence with the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, and that. Look what's happening to you. Now, it's coming out with an ace. So this could be a really cool new idea. It could be about writing a song, writing a book. It could be just even like just going on some kind of adventure with your soul. What's happening to you is you're really getting into it. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is sitting under the money tree. This is where money comes in passively without you doing anything. You're reading a book, you're having a glass of wine, you got a little snack there. You know what I mean? Like you're perfectly fine, and that tree is growing money. What the bigger picture of this card is meaning is that when you allow your soul to lead you, which is also the high priestess, I mean, that these two things leading you is taking you to a money tree, right? Basically, like independence. It's a card about independence. Like, it's a card saying, like, your higher self is never going to let you fall on your head. Never. It's going to take care of you. It always has. You know, even if you've been in trouble, even if you've been down certain paths, don't you think for 1 minute your soul hasn't been on that ride? Because that's who the ride is for. And everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? I feel like there's some things that you're going to have to walk away from here. And it could be something like whatever this is. It's 10 swords in your back and somebody running away. But boy, did it change you. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like your soul is doing a couple of things, ending out cycles and leading you to a better existence. You know, a more confident existence, a more, yeah, you're like making your own money here. There's a lot of energy like that. So I also feel Emperor energy coming in here. And I feel like that could be you, you know, like I don't feel like the guy, I feel like the Emperor is coming in because all of the kings are here and showing up and is saying like, here you go, bump up on the ladder, right? The Hierophant card, lessons being learned, higher self becoming more present to your human. Your human doesn't feel alone anymore. You know what I mean? When your soul comes out and starts driving the car of you, the vehicle that is you, no matter where it takes you, um, I feel like life is just different once you're aware that it's there. Human kind of shuts up a little bit. The fear kind of like goes away because what happens ultimately is your soul like kind of just takes you on this walk and says, I feel like it depends on where you're at with it, you know, but like I think in the beginning what they show you is like all the stuff that you have regret about, like what it gave you. I think that's the first thing that they show you is something, some major trauma. They walk you through it like, well, wait a minute, do you want to see it from my point of view? You know, and when your soul shows it from their point of view, you can't help it. You can't help it but accept it and like realize how brilliant the plan is. So I kind of feel like there's some really honest information coming in with this moon. If that's what you want, right? Hold your vision, whatever it is. Like you want to be rich, that looks like a lot of money coming in for you. So I feel like if there's been money problems, I'm not really like, I don't care what you want, right? But it looks like there could be like you manifesting like plenty, 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 plenty with something. Could be a brand new idea. And yeah. So now we're going to do Cancer. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped Gemini. I did do Gemini, but I forgot the card. Now we'll go to Cancer. Let's see what's going on for Cancer with the moon. Angels, spirits, and guides, tell me what's going on for Cancer with this new moon. What do they need to know? Oh, the answers you need are coming, and I think maybe some of you Cancer are worried about something, so I'm going to keep that card. The card is saying like void of course moon. So it's saying like nothing is going to, you don't have to worry about this situation. I don't know what it's talking about, but we'll clarify it. Angel spirits and guides, let's clarify for Cancer now. What kind of answers are they looking for? Now, this is a Gemini full moon card, so I don't know if Gemini has anything to do with it, but I just thought I'd mention it. There's also an eclipse moon here, and I think we're getting close to the eclipse. I can't remember what it is, but boy, it's close. Okay, the answers you need are coming about a heartbreak, an argument, an offer, and a change of thought. So something that has been hurting you is about to be rearranged in your mind. Like you're getting clarity on something with that Six of Swords. It's about like seeing it from another perspective so you don't have to feel it so hard, right? This is something you've been hanging on to. You've been waiting for it too. What is it? Got a bunch of threes. 3 of them. It's a 6 of Cups. How did I know? It's a 6 of Cups and an 8 of Wands. I feel like you want change in some sort of situation. I feel like there's a situation that broke your heart. There could have been a fight. This could be about love, but like 6 of Cups can be about anybody, right? It could be about a sibling. It could be about a parent. It could be about a friend. Like, you know, it's just about a memory is what it is. So it's something that you think about all the time. And I feel like, I don't know. The answers you need are coming about this situation. I think you're sad about it, but it's going to end up winning. You know what I mean? Like you're going to end up like getting it, understanding it, feeling like a winner because of it. Like it's all getting rearranged. Tornado coming into your mind, Cancer, to rearrange the way you're feeling about this. Because I feel like you have some sort of like, I don't know, expectations, resentments, all of the above. Yeah, it's a love situation, I feel like. And I feel like you're sad about it. 5 of Cups. So it's ending up saying like, you know, like maybe you're cutting out this feeling, right? Or maybe you're just saying no to a person. The 2 of Wands, you know, it's about choosing what's best for you. And what I mean by that, it's sort of like, it's not a selfish kind of decision. Like, you know, because like if you say that, like you got to do what's best for you. It's about your highest good and growth, right? So I heard something so interesting the other day when I was watching somebody. I think it might have been the Autistic Mystic. I love him. And I feel like he was saying like, oh my God, I lost it. Spirit. Where did it go? My head. Oh, I remember. So you know how like I'm always talking about like, oh, it's time to close out a cycle. And sometimes we don't. You know, like I could say it's time to close out a cycle all day, but it doesn't mean that everybody's ready to close out the cycle when I'm saying that. Because some people can, you got free choice, right? So you could just say, you know what, I do want to try again with this person. If they come back, I don't care that they hurt me before. I think the best thing for me is still to go for it. And if that's what you've decided with your higher self, then that's what you should do. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we haven't learned the whole lesson. And the 2 of Wands is what is the decision that's going to give me the most growth? Where do we grow? We grow in darkness, kind of. You know what I mean? That's where we welcome in higher self. So, you know, maybe you still need another go around with this person. I don't really know, but I just want you to know that the answers you need are coming. And I think they're coming right from your higher self. So just tap into that. And if you have to cut someone out, then you do. And if you decide that you're not ready, I feel like it's okay. Like, do whatever you want. Do whatever you think is for your soul's growth. Damn. Jeez. I must be getting some kind of allergies or something. Nothing will become the situation. What is it? It is a 7 of swords. Like, this is somebody who has, like, probably done something, like stole from you or something like that. Tell me about the 7 of swords. What's going on? There's a tower in maybe in a family. Maybe you found something out about it. But I just feel like, I don't know, it's a change of perspective or something here. You know what I mean? So something happened. There's a tower. 9 of Wands. You feel guarded. You feel guarded against a certain person. It could be somebody in your family. I see the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck too. So it says nothing is going to come from this situation. So it might shake you up a bit because it's a tower. But I don't think it's going to have any like long lasting effects on you. I can't really tell. I feel like, again, it's saying like just use your best judgment. Like this is kind of a pain in the ass, but it's ending. Like the cycle is just ending, whatever it is. It's a 10 of Wands. But the reason it's ending is because you're aligned with your higher self. You know what I mean? So the alignment is going to walk you through this energy. I don't know what it is, but it's a tower. And it's like, it looks like it's finding out about somebody. Like you're finding out truth about somebody and it's really sucks. And the card is saying like, don't worry too much about it. I know it feels like a pain in the ass, but it's okay. Like this is all going to work out because you're like, look at all 4 of these cards right here are all you. It's all your higher self, right? The High Priestess, the Chariot, the Judgment, and the World card. There's a big decision being made here. It's time to change cycles. It's time to move forward. So really all you have to do in this situation is allow your higher self to, like, maybe give you some information in the Hanged Man card. Like you might feel a little stuck energy right here. Like there could be some truth coming out, about someone in your family, about your legacy, about a child in your life. I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what I do know. There's a whole bunch of major arcanas talking about nothing will come of this situation. It's talking about a Hanged Man card. It's talking about the High Priestess, the Judgment, the Chariot, and the World. You're learning strength here. This could be about your work too, right? So something might be going on at work and you're scared. Quit worrying about it. Just quit worrying about it. That's all I want you to know. Like this is like nothing really is going on. It feels like it, but it's okay. Whatever this is, whether it's work or whatever, it's just a little tiny bump in the road and you're going to be fine. But it's one of those times where you really got to just trust your higher self, Tell me about the conclusions within reach. So you got a new beginning going on here and the Emperor energy, see? Yeah. So if you're coming into Emperor energy yourself, which I believe you are, with an Ace of Wands, this is a whole new direction in life. You know what I mean? This is like, the Emperor is about like trying new things that you've never done before and manifesting huge success, And look what here. Like, right? So if this is about money or anything else, it's about the eclipse card. So you could be manifesting something pretty cool with this eclipse energy. So get ready for that. Like especially in Emperor energy, because when you're in the Emperor energy, there's nothing that scares you. You're doing this with no fear. whatsoever. So maybe this right here that looks kind of fucked up is just kind of like, I don't know, like practice or something. Practice to like rely on your higher self. Because that's what I think is happening. And then once that all happens, like boom, you're the emperor and creating whatever kind of life you want. Conclusions are within reach. The next time we have an eclipse, you guys get on board with that, you know, start watching. Because I don't even know, but I feel like the eclipses are about ready to start. Like, I haven't looked it up, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, and I think we should all start getting ready for those to manifest with those eclipses. You know what I mean? What do we want? What are we thinking about? You know what I mean? It's all about thought. So, what are you thinking about? You know, keep your thoughts. I always say clean, but I don't mean it in like any kind of way except for like, you know, positive. I mean clean. When I mean saying clean, I mean positive. Like, don't be worried. Don't be stressing out. You know, keep it. Keep your eyes toward the sun. You know, looking at all the cool stuff around you. There's something. There's something magic about that. Staying in gratitude. Okay. A win-win forecast. We're on Leo now. Wow, Leo. A win-win forecast and conclusion. And then there's you. Don't let pride get in your way, man. Pride, right? What does that mean? You know what I mean? Like pride, sometimes you feel like, you know, like somebody who's full of themselves. But I feel like it's kind of the opposite too sometimes. Like you feel like you're not enough. You know what I mean? That's all got to do with that same area of you. That lion energy, you know what I mean? Pride, ego, the sun. It's all the same, right? It's beautiful, it's sunshiny. And, you know, it can work the other way too. Let's see what the win-win forecast is for Leo spirit. What's going on with this win-win forecast? Ace of Wands, Temperance. Okay, so this could be like, oh wow, new beginning for sure. So it could be a new idea, it could be a new like passion project, but there's something coming in that's brand new and it's going to change your energy. So what are you working on? You know, what do you got in your mind? What are you sort of like playing around with in your head? Are you building something? Are you creating something? I feel like it could change your life. Conclusions are within reach. That's the eclipse card again. So like there could be something really turning around on the eclipse. And here's the harvest card. It's also like the judgment, right? So this is your higher self leading you to a giant harvest, right? So it's saying like you're starting a new project and it's going to be a harvest, like money, money, money. And this might be long lasting money too, because this card, you know, it's like, it's this guy who's a farmer and he's got all these plants and stuff. And it's not just the vegetables he has in front of him. He also like ferments stuff, he cans stuff. He's got like wine in that cup, and that doesn't happen overnight. So it's like, it's a harvest that's going to feed you for a while. And that's also your higher self, like leading you there, helping you change your vibration. I feel like you're learning about your higher self here, Nine of Pentacles. This is about like understanding that, you know, your soul just provides for you. You can't help it. You're in love with your own soul. That's what's happening here. I feel like you understand your value. And guess what? There's a lover coming in. You know why? It's coming in because your vibe is changing, because you're working on something else. You're not thinking about love. You're not. But like, look at where this card is ending up. So we're here with this, don't let pride get in your way. And it's your own card, Leo. And here comes the lover. Tell me about the lover. Tell me about the lover for Leo. Yeah, this is coming in when your vibe is higher. And it's the real deal. It's the Four of Wands. So, whatever spirit is leading you here to with this great new idea, just do it. I feel like it's first providing you like stability in yourself. You're feeling good about yourself. You know your value. I feel like you're starting to love yourself here. And it's not just your, it's not your human being that you're falling in love with your soul. And your soul is showing you how important the human is. And so what happens is this reciprocal love between you and your soul. And you're both loving each other. And so I feel like you're manifesting love here and money and stability. And over here is your lover coming on in. And it's a Four of Wands. Spirit says, don't let pride get in your way. And I feel like it's like, here's what I feel like about this card. First, like it's either don't think you're better than someone else and don't think someone else is better than you. Like just get out of there with your thoughts. You know what I mean? Just get out of there. You got to know your value. You got to change your energy. And then this person comes in. Okay? So that's what I see happening for you. And I hope that makes sense for you and helps you. Virgo is next, so this is your moon, Virgo. 51. So, Virgo. I gotta do a birthday reading for you guys still. You know what I was thinking? I might do it on Wednesday morning. Because it's my son's birthday. And he died, But it's his birthday day after tomorrow. And so I thought maybe that'll be the day that I do the Virgo reading. I know I should have done it last week. Just, it's been a weird couple weeks. Hello. Aw, I didn't know you were here. Hi, Kim. Love you too. Be bold and make the first move. Take time to breathe out. The energy is gaining momentum, Virgo. Okay. So what you have is like just different phases of the moon. You've got the cardinal moon, the disseminating moon, and the waxing moon. So I don't know. Let's just clarify. Be bold and make the first move for Virgo. Virgo. Okay, so it looks to me like there's some kind of problem in either work or family or money, right? It looks like there's a problem with like cooperating with other people. Okay. Take time to breathe out, Virgo. So something is taking your breath away here. You know what I mean? When it says take time to breathe out, I feel like it's a big inhale, suck it in, hold it. Like, have you ever held your breath before? That's what this whole thing looks like, okay? So over here, what you have is like some unseen energy, possibly toxic energy. It's definitely about people and cooperation. It could be about work, right? I don't know, but it could be. And it could be also about, your family, your legacy. Be bold and make the first move. What I want to say, was there a fight? Do you owe an apology? I want to ask all those questions, and it's none of my business, but like, maybe you should ask yourself, right? Because, like, I see toxic pattern here, Virgo. It's about somebody who doesn't want to, like, cooperate with you, or you're having a hard time getting along with them, right? Like, maybe coworkers or family members. Like, I can't tell. But I feel like I don't know. Now, over here, in the take time to breathe out, I feel like you're making some damn moves here. Big changes. I feel like there's walking away. I feel like you want to let go of something that makes you feel stuck. I feel like you got a big Queen of Wands here going like, I gotta do it. I gotta just cut out all of this, whatever it is, right? It's 10 of Wands, it's 8 of Swords, it's 8 of Cups. So I don't know if you walked away or someone walked away or whatever, but I feel like you're feeling a little bit stuck here. And I feel like it's time for you to like set boundaries, cut people out of your life, get honest with yourself. Like, what works for me, what doesn't work for me. Because I do not like feeling stuck. I do not feel like I'm carrying like 10,000 pounds up a freaking hill alone. I don't feel like I want to do that either, right? So I feel like, here's the High Priestess, which is definitely your higher self, telling you about wish fulfillment. Like, I know how to get it. I know how to get it. Take time to breathe out. So it's like, what's at the bottom. It's 4 wands. That's a happy, stable home. So I'm feeling like your higher self maybe is like cluing you in, like, okay, so we need to begin here. And it might begin inside of your own home. You know what I mean? Like, whatever this change is, whatever this shocking thing is. Because it looks like someone's walking away. And now you feel like, oh my God, what do I do? I don't know if it's you that was walking away, or I don't know. Because over here it looks like it's a work situation, but there's also a family there. So I can't really tell. I guess take what resonates and leave the rest, right? This is your moon, man. And it's a powerful one. Like, what we're figuring out under this moon, Virgo, is about, like accepting ourselves, loving ourselves, just like we are, making changes too if we want to, but also accepting who we are. You know what I mean? Like, I know sometimes the tarot does talk about making a lot of changes, but I feel like at the same time, it's pretty important to like kind of love who you fucking are, you know? Like, I know we can all evolve and everything, but we don't have to constantly be like cutting shit out of ourselves unless it's some old idea that's fucked up. But our basic blueprint is perfect. And I think this moon is kind of like showing us that, making us feel it, helping us to understand, right? Like, we're the masters of our own destiny here. What do we want? The energy is gaining momentum. You know what this is? Magic. It's the Fool card. I mean, the Magician card and the Ace of Wands. So, like, what are you guys doing? Are you guys like tapping in and like learning magic? Are you manifesting? Are you creating something beautiful? Because I feel like you're trying to like manifest the life you want. Your higher self is over here going like, I know what you want. I know what we want. We're the same, right? You just don't know yet, or you haven't even seen my power, right? Here it is, the Wheel of Fortune. You ready? The energy is gaining momentum. New beginning. The Magician. The Wheel of Fortune. The Two of Cups. The King of Cups. Coming on in. Coming on in. Oh, and I forgot the Harvest card. Yeah. So you're manifesting love and money. And I feel like that's kind of what you want. I feel like you need to be kind of careful about this, or like try and like reframe the way you feel about the bad shit that happened. And I just like, here, let's go over it again, because the healing is what the Virgo moon brings. It heals the places that you feel unloved. Write yourself a love letter about the gifts that you give to the world. It's time that you have compassion for yourself. Say yes to things that matter. and no, without any guilt, to the things that feed your insecurity. Focus on intentions that don't demand you to change into somebody else. Write your intentions. What do you want to feel? Does that feeling align with your sense of worth? That's the new moon energy, and it's your moon, baby. So I really just wanted you guys to know that. Like, look, where was that part about mistakes? Okay, so it's talking about being a perfectionist, and I feel like that's just part of Virgo. Like, they want everything to be perfect, right? But perfection leaves no room for growth, and mistakes means that you're learning. And mistakes need to be honored with this moon. You have to give them the honor that they deserve, you know? And you deserve love. You deserve happiness. And you deserve people in your life who accept who you are right now. You don't need to jump through hoops for this shit, you guys. It's your birthright. It's your birthright as a human being. Love and happiness. And that's what your beautiful Virgo moon is teaching us all. So I just hope that like all that overthinking is like really, really kind of like thrown into the wind for you, because it's not necessary. You don't have to feel bad about mistakes. They're not what you think. They're like stepping stools. They're like, you know what I mean? And I think this moon is helping us like feel it. Like, that wasn't really a mistake. It was honestly a great move, right? Okay. Let me see about Libra. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Capricorn, hold your vision, a new start. So you have an end and a new beginning too, which is kind of like the World card and the World card meaning the ending, and then the Fool card beginning, right? And you have it. In the beginning, it's saying like, don't forget what you want. Hold your vision. Keep it in mind the whole thing, or the whole time. As you're letting go and as the new start's coming in, just keep thinking about what it is that you'd like to feel. You know, like, yeah, instead of like, I was been noticing the information changing a little bit in my channel, in my channeling. It's like, it's not really about money or anything. Like, I kind of feel like we can do that if we want to, but like, I feel like soul kind of just slides in what I need. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed it in the last 5 years. It's like I always have what I need, but I'm definitely not rich, but I've definitely made a lot of like spiritual progress in that time. And in that time, what I've found out is like, it isn't all about 9 to 5 working all your fucking time away. It isn't. It isn't. And anyway, I don't know, Libra. Angel, spirits, and guides, tell me about the end of the cycle for Libra. I really want to know. Okay, this could be about a lover. It could be about, yeah. I feel like a tough cycle. So this could be about like, I don't know, you're healing up from some kind of love situation. I do feel like there's something kind of changing in your energy, and I think it's during the healing. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, but I see this card like, I see someone grounding into a tree, like really trying to pick up the energy from the tree. It's pretty magical and it's pretty healing. So if you guys haven't done that, or, you know, don't practice it a lot, you should try and see what happens, because it's right here in your reading. So I feel like, you know, there's something ending and it's kind of got something to do with your healing. I think your thoughts are changing as you heal, as you ground. I think they're being moved into more positive thoughts. Right, with the sun there, it's kind of like you're looking at the positive stuff instead of negative stuff, just by, it's your higher self kind of just guiding you down that road, right? So tell me about hold your vision. Okay, so there's 3 of swords up here. So obviously that's what you're healing from, right? And it is going to change. Knight of Swords. It's like a very fast energy, but it's really, knights are about change, right? So it is your higher self, kind of like, honestly, this is you in the Hermit. Thoughts are changing. You're getting information too about vibrating, about manifesting, because this is the Eight of Wands. And like in this particular one, you can kind of see, like she's got all these wands around her, but she's pointing them toward herself. She wants to manifest for herself what it is that she wants, right? And that's what's happening. Like it's in, like this has got dark night of the soul all over it. And then here you are coming out, like going like, I wonder if I can manifest this. Eight of Wands. I'm going to put these wands around. There's could be something about money changing in here. Like there's some kind of big thing. And it's your higher self is telling you something in the hermit mode, like how to do something. Maybe manifest money, right? Because it kind of looks like that. And you're trying it here, right? I do see 10. So hold your vision, man. Whatever you're doing, whatever hurt you, is going to work out to something pretty damn good. So hang on. And whatever hurt you and drove you inside, say thank you for it. It doesn't matter what it was, even if it didn't feel good. Something big is happening here. But the other thing, the loss, the Three of Swords, it had to happen. It had to happen first. Hold your vision. This cycle is about ending whatever this heartbreak is, whatever. You're getting over it. You're getting healing. Your mind is changing. You're shifting onto possibly manifesting. How can I have some more money? How can I get stability? How can I leave a legacy for my children? Right? Okay, so that's what you're thinking. Hold your vision. This is your vision, the Ten of Pentacles. How can I be stable? How can I leave something for my family? You know what I mean? A new start's coming. Let's see. This is the Fool card, basically, right? It's the new moon, and that's exactly where we're at. So, Five of Wands and Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So there's your new beginning. This is a gift from Spirit, right? And I feel like, honestly, you're the one with the struggle here. This Five of Wands is right here first. And it's Spirit like going, here you go. Here's the music of your own soul. Here's something that's going to light you up like nothing ever has before. And you're struggling. But your higher self says, but you can struggle if you want, but like, want a new house? Want a farm? Want a new life? Want a new beginning? You can take the heart. This is the music of your own soul. You're not only going to have what you want, but you're going to love getting it. So, can you tell me what this looks like here? What is this gift that they're getting? The Three of Pentacles. It's justice. That's you. And Aquarius. Wow. Okay, so it's like the Standing Stone, which is the Justice card, and the Star card, which is Aquarius. This is kind of beautiful. I don't know if Joni's watching, but I like this for her. And you're manifesting it, right? It's you that's manifesting it. So Libra, I feel like you're going to come out of this really feeling like you're going to know your value. Like you've never known it before. I feel like you're going to know your value. Okay. Do you have any advice for Libra? Advice for Libra? Jump. The Fool card. Do it, do it, do it. Listen to your higher self. Wow. Emperor. Four of Wands. Look at that. Have a new beginning. Trust your higher self. And when it wants to step up and take the lead here in an Emperor role, it's going to do something crazy, I bet. Your higher self, but your mind is going to have to calm down a little bit. Trust that intuition. Trust that soul. It came here. It's the driving force. It's just like sometimes I feel like, things happen. They hurt our human. And where our mind cannot wrap around the reality of what's going on. A loss. A heart is broken. It's hard, you guys. Right? There's something magic happening here. Your soul is coming out and saying I am the emperor. And this is what you want. You want stability in your life. And your higher self is going to give it to you. I feel like you need to hold your vision of what you want. Whatever this Four Wands means for you, whatever the Ten of Pentacles means, whatever the Harvest means, what I feel like it's meaning right now is a whole lot of like Pentacle land thing. Stability, money, food, plenty, right? More than plenty. I just feel like you're manifesting it, you know? Because it's you. That is what makes it fair. You're like, whoa, I had to go through all that so I could understand, you know, I'm the creator of my own damn universe here, you know? And you are. So I think this is a pretty cool reading. I'm like Libra rising, so I am just as much Libra as you guys, right? Let's look at Scorpio next. Let's see what's going on. This is at 11111. Crazy. 5 ones. I'm not even kidding. Okay. Angel spirits and guides. I mean, you got some major number messages here, Scorpio. What do ones mean to you? What do 5 ones mean to you? New beginning for 1, right? And you have it 5 times. 5s are about very quick change. So like that's my dime store opinion of the 5 ones on your time. A new beginning that's coming in super quick. It could be anything though, right? It could be saying like, yeah, you're on the right path, right? Angel spirits and guides, give me some messages for Scorpio. Have faith in your dreams. And your dreams need a practical plan. Conclusions are within reach. So you might be like, that's the eclipse card again. That's come out quite a bit. I wonder when that, I feel like there's an eclipse in September. I don't know for sure. Maybe they start in October. Does anybody know? Does anybody on here know? Have faith in your dreams. Clarify this for Scorpio. And I just want to say one more time for the person who sent me these cards. Thank you, Tim. They're my favorite, and I love them, and I appreciate you. So thank you so much. Have faith in your dreams. Whoa. I don't know. You know what? I just used these last time, so let me grab a different deck that I haven't even used. I'm going to do that. Angel spirits and guides, let's talk about Scorpio. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. So this would actually be like, we're at the new moon now, so waxing crescent will be just in a few days, really. King of Pentacles. You know what I mean? Like it starts to build quickly. So it's the waxing crescent, not very big. When it starts to look like a cute little smile, I feel like you're manifesting a dream come true here. You've got a King of Pentacles, a Queen of Wands, the Star card, Page, another Page, Death card. Have faith in your dreams. I feel like there's a transformation in what you want, really, because it's got the Death card right touching that Star card, right? So that could be indicating like what you want in life has changed. You know what I mean? That's sort of what I'm getting. I don't know what's going on with the pages, but pages are about either messages, new beginnings, or childhood wounding, you know? So there's something transforming in this child energy, right? The first card out is the page of, the King of Pentacles, you know? He's like the dream maker. He makes dreams happen. Dan, hi, happy Labor Day to you. He's the guy that, you know, can touch anything and make it turn gold, right? And then there's a queen here of wands. So this is confident energy. Like both of these energies could be you, you know, like you are manifesting money and very confident in yourself and making your wishes come true. There's another page at the bottom. The High Priestess. I kind of feel like faith in your dreams. Did you have a dream when you were a little kid that's changing? Or why are the pages here, Spirit? Like, what are these? Well, tell me, let's clarify the Page of Pentacles for Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles. And Two of Wands. So now you got a king, a queen, a page. I mean, you could have a choice between people here. So maybe this is about a new beginning, you know, like that's what it sort of looks like. So you have an option, you have to choose, maybe. So you have this person that's, you know, like vibrating at the same level as you, as far as money goes. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Three of Cups, reconciliation, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. You know, this could be about like a reunion. You know what I mean? Could be with a child, could be with somebody younger than you. It could be a message of a reunion. But what I feel like is happening is like, I don't know if this is either you're walking away from it, leaving the situation. It could be about work, or you're leaving like wanting to work on this situation. It could be a child. Like, is there a situation with you and your child and you're feeling like, I don't know about this? What happened with the trees? Oh, when I went and looked? Okay, so want to hear? This is pretty cool. So I know this dude because he dates my daughter, my youngest daughter. And he works for a nursery. He like is a farmer, like he works at the farm. And it's a kind of a cool store here in town. Anyway, they have a bunch of trees out there. And I went and looked, and there was one like, dude, like the trunk of it is already like that big. And so it's pretty established tree. Like I think, you know, like it's pretty tall even too. I bet it's like at least 10 feet tall, probably. Maybe it just looks like that because I'm 4 feet tall. But I think it's pretty tall. And then the trunk, like I said, it looks pretty good. And so he said that at the end of the year, it's such a long story. But anyway, basically what has to happen is that tree is good to go in the ground in the winter. Like we have to let it go all the way dormant first before we can plant it in the ground. And then we have to like, so we're going to have to dig the hole, and it's got to be huge because it's a huge pot and a huge tree. So I'm going to have to get my ass out there with a shovel, but I got to wait until this eye is healed up better. Dan, I can't see through this new eye. It feels like I'm looking through a dirty glass, a dirty milk glass or something like that. I'm really struggling with this eye surgery this time. I don't fucking know, but I can't dig right now. But like, it's gonna be a while anyway, right? Because he said like it'll be like really late, like maybe even November. It'll be maybe winter time when we put that bitch in there. And so I gotta get my ass out there. Yeah, that's the replacement for the tree. That's the replacement for the tree that fell down, right? It's a linden tree, and it really is beautiful. I and I got good vibes off of it. You know, I stood by it, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. So we'll see what happens, but thanks, Dan. I don't know what to think about this whole eye thing. I was trying to tell my daughter about it today, and I'm like, I try really hard to not ever like tell my kids anything. Like, I'm just like, yeah, everything's great. They have enough shit with their own kids and stuff, you know. Your dreams need a practical plan. This is a Taurus card. Scorpio, it's talking about maybe healing up from some kind of situation that was really hurtful. And remember all the pages that came out? I just get kid vibe here. Like, not it could be your children, but I feel like it's more like you, right? When you were a kid. Like something happened and it like stunted your growth, I feel like, I guess for a better word. Thank you, Spirit. But I feel like what's happening here is maybe you're figuring it out. Because like this Nine of Wands is about accepting like everything that happened and realizing like what it did give you, you know. You know, some kind of trauma that happens, you know, well, it gave you an awakening, you know. Whatever happened over here is like changing what you even want in what your dreams or even are. You're evolving. You're evolving. You're accepting all of it, like who you are, what it's given you, you know. And I think, I don't know if there's a new person coming in here or you're like reframing a love situation, or like I said, Two of Cups. Like, remember, Two of Cups can be your parents, your siblings, your best friend, an old lover. It doesn't matter. It's just someone that you knew on the other side before you came here, you know. And I feel like, you know, like what you're doing is you're realizing maybe you're thinking about this person and you're feeling like, how do I ever heal up from this trauma? You know, and it's true. I was thinking about trauma that's impossible to heal sometimes, you know, and I've suffered some of it, but it's not impossible. At some point, I swear to God, there's an exit plan, you know, and it might be even something worse. It happened the second time. You know what I mean? It might be something that's actually worse, but it takes away that one thing. That Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Or do you understand what I mean? Like, so I'm gonna just tell you in a very small, like, short story. So I got raped one time, and it fucked me up bad. Like, it was terrible. It was an assault, and I suffered for 30 years with that PTSD. I had nightmares. I fucking drank like a fish, blah, blah, blah. Right? That's how I handled um, that trauma for 30 years. I mean, I neglected my kids. I could go on and on because of the trauma, right? And then when I lost my son, I realized, like, wow, what a gift that rape was, because I had this out of body experience from the trauma, you know, where your body actually leaves to the other side of the room. And I needed the information so that when my son died, I wouldn't, like, you know, I needed to know that there really was a soul and it was separate and it was still alive. I needed to know that when my son died. I couldn't have known that without having an out of body experience. And then here comes this card. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the out of body experience, so I know the truth about this. And you know what? I've never had one more nightmare. That's this card. And you know what? You gotta almost thank that rapist. Like, yeah, thank you. I couldn't have gotten through my son's death, and that was part of my plan. And so that's kind of what I'm kind of seeing that happening here. Like, you're healing up from something, and I think it's about your childhood. And the healing is really like what I said. It's an aha moment where you like think about the trauma, you think about the abuse, the neglect, whatever it is, and you're like, oh my God, I understand why it happened now. I mean, you don't hang on to the pain anymore. It's just fucking gone. It's a miracle is what it is. And it really does happen because it happened to me. And I kind of feel like this is what's happening to you with this big reframe of the understand with my diabetic step with folks outside the family down the horse shit is tiring. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, so anyways, this is what I want you to know is that, you know, like sometimes we have trauma and it feels like we will never be able to forgive this person. We're never going to let it go. We're too angry until we're not. Another tower moment comes in and the information we learned from the other experience actually gets us through it. And it's wild, but you're healed. You're fucking really healed from the first trauma. Now you got to figure out how to get to the next one, right? But I do feel like that's kind of, this is saying that, like, you know, like you're learning something really beautiful here about something that happened when you were a kid. It's going to change the way you feel about yourself and about your future. Tell me about conclusions that have been reached. Oh, God. What's going on? Holy cow, okay. That's what I was just talking about, the whole trauma story, right? So it's all of the shit in your life. It is. It's the people that didn't keep promises. It's the people who pick fights with you. It's the people who abused you. It's the people that made you feel small. There's something coming in to change the way you see it. You're not seeing it like a victim anymore here. This is the eclipse card. So, yep, Emperor is coming out. New beginning is coming out. Winning. You're winning here. Like, no matter, here's the thing. Have faith in your dreams and get a practical plan. And then here it comes. So, what do you want to feel, Scorpio? What do you want to experience next? You know what I mean? Like, make that your plan if you want. I mean, I myself, like, whenever I think about it, like, you know, and the Two of Wands is so tricky. Like, what's best for my highest good and growth? Hey, can I just cruise for a while? Do I have to grow anymore? Fuck. Right? I kind of feel like that's a real thing too, right? And that's how I feel. Like, I'd like a break from any kind of more trauma. I would like the success, you know, like I would like the Four of Wands, like everything is cool. I'd like this card, you know, like the Emperor, trying new things and not being scared of it, being absolutely confident in yourself as you go forward. And that's what this is saying. Like, it's saying, like, you're looking at your trauma, you're looking at the past, and you're rearranging the way you think about it. Hangman card, you know, you're not holding on to anything anymore. You're the Emperor. And what you want is a brand new beginning. And you want success. Maybe you want fame. Maybe you want fortune. I don't know. Six of Wands is all of that. You know, it's about people noticing that something about you is beautiful. You know, it's like the slow clap, right? Everybody's slow clapping. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. I hope that makes sense. All right, 128.41. Sagittarius. Yeah, you still have like that fight flight mode thing going on. Yeah, I still do it too. You know, that's like, I get scared super easy, even if I know someone is even coming up to me, but I just get startled. Like, the startle reflex is ridiculous, but I know what you mean. That's part of the, I feel like, I don't like it that happens to me, but I haven't figured out how to control it. It's such a weird, shocking sort of feeling, I feel like, don't you? Like, like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's just like this, all of a sudden, way too much fear pumping through me. Okay, a new romantic cycle begins for you, Sagittarius. Holy buckets. Time to take action with an Aries card. I feel like the energy's picking up speed for you. Let's get a different deck here. A new romantic cycle begins. Let's see who Sag's new lover is going to be here. Let's just see it. Could be dealing with a Libra, an Aries, a Capricorn. Ick. A new romantic cycle begins with the Devil card. The Sun card, the Four of Cups. This is, oh man. Are you still thinking about somebody else? You're having a new beginning. I think it could be your wish fulfillment here. But you're worried about somebody that you left in the past. Okay, here's what I'm feeling like. I feel like what you're doing is you're really reminiscing about maybe somebody that did something to you, devil energy, toxic energy. This could be somebody who's drunk, who's high, who's whatever, right? Doing something. Devil energy is fear. It's insecurities, it's false beliefs, it's lying, right? Then I feel like, like, so there's someone coming in, and I think that they're good. I think they could be a Leo, even with the sun here. But they could be any sign. But I think the person comes in, but like you are heavily attached to this something in the past energy. And it's toxic for you. It is. It's telling me Four of Cups. Like you feel like you missed an opportunity with him, but it isn't a missed opportunity. You were fucking dodged a bullet. You know what I mean? You dodged a freaking bullet here. So, when you get this new offer that's coming in, and it could be like somebody at work, it could be somebody a little younger than you could meet them through your children. I'm not sure, but I think they're a good bet, but you're hanging on to someone else here, so be careful of that. Let's look at the time to take action with the new moon in Aries. Tell me about that. Clarify the moon in Aries for Sag, the moon and the Empress. Okay, I mean, look at this moon card. Isn't it kind of cool? Little house cat, he's looking in the reflection and he sees this giant jaguar cat. The king of the jungle is in that water. And Spirit is saying, like, yeah, that's you. That's you, Sag. You're the king of the jungle. You think you're just this tiny, insignificant house cat, but you're actually a divine being. You're full of love. You're loyal. You're friendly. You're playful. You love people. I feel like Empress energy is just, there's nothing bad about her. She's like the mother energy, the nurturing energy, right? I feel like there's maybe this piece of you that doesn't even know you have that in you. You don't have the ability, you don't know that you have the ability to create the life you want. You don't know about your divinity yet. I feel like you don't see it. But you got this energy up here with this new moon in Aries. That's an emperor energy. So what this is telling me is like there's some kind of major ruckus going on in you that's going to make you understand your power, stand up, and go for what you want. You're just going to make shit happen. The energy is gaining momentum. Look at who's at the bottom even. Remember I said that was an Aries card up here, so I'm like, that's the emperor, but he's right here. This is you, right? So, I mean, there could very well be a person from the past, and is definitely someone coming in, but I feel like more importantly, like you are growing spiritually. Like I feel like both of these energies are yours. When spirit relieves or like reveals to you like your power, like the power of the emperor and the empress, do you know what that would mean? I mean, if we could pick a card to show that. Show me what those two energies look like when it's inside one person working as a well-oiled unit. Yeah. First thing you do is you fucking close out some cycles. You close out the door behind you on something, you walk for another one, you're like, fuck this noise. This is not working anymore. I don't like it. It's ending. So you cause an ending, and you're like, first of all, perfect balance. There's honesty and truth coming in here. You're tapping into like this love piece of yourself here with this page of cups. Maybe you're being honest with yourself about your childhood. But look what's happening. Unconditional love. This is you finding it, being it, owning it. This is you taking the action, you know? You're ending some shit. You're ending anything that doesn't fucking work for you, you know what I mean? Like you got this imbalance. The emperor comes in and says, fuck that noise. This is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like the emperor is like not having any of it. I feel like the empress is also like really strong and powerful like that, but I feel she's more loving about it, right? The emperor has no remorse or whatever. He's just like, no, this is not working. Death to the imbalance, death to this fucking feeling whatever way, like I did something wrong. You're telling yourself the truth here, and then things are changing. And I also feel like, you know, this is about your inner child too. You know what I mean? So I feel like your higher self is cutting out some bullshit over here. Somebody, like, I feel like it's toxic, but like you're waiting for him to come in. There's someone else coming. And you don't even see the new person because you're too busy worrying about this person that fucking you need to cut out. Energy is gaining momentum. Tell me about Helen. This is it's a new moon reading, and today's the new moon. Get busy. Get busy with the ritual, man. So over here, what you have is fives. I mean, this is crazy, but you have the Five of Wands, which is kind of like a, I don't know, it could be a word argument or like inner struggle or whatever. Hierophant, another five. That's about learning lessons. It's about gaining, I don't know, like this is about, it's about tapping in. I mean, she's doing yoga and like doing the breath work, trying to get a hold of her higher self, right? So that she can end this shit once and for all. Because it's time. And I really feel like you got to make this decision yourself, right? You have to decide it. Because you're hanging on to it over here and like, I don't know, but you have to have the confidence to go with your plan. This is your soul plan with the Knight. But see, you're still hanging on to whatever this damn devil is. Who is this devil for you? You know what I mean? Who's the devil for you? Because they're causing you to be stuck like Chuck. And you know, like I feel like the energy is kind of like moving you forward, you know, moving you forward. I love it that you're getting this alignment right here. This is magic right here. It's time to take action, and it's all about that Aries energy. It's the Emperor energy coming in. So you can slice out all these people, places, things, and ideas. You know, like how do you really feel about yourself when you look in the mirror? Sagittarius, I want to know. How is it? Like, I don't want to know, but I feel like you need to know the truth about that, you know? Here's how the moon works, Helen. Moon is kind of like, at least this is what I heard. I think that when you make a moon wish, which is today, it's a new moon in Virgo. So what you would need to do is look at whenever the next full moon in Virgo is. That's about how long it takes to manifest what you want today. And I think it's usually about 6 months. But you know what I mean? The energy works together. So you got a full moon in Virgo. You got to wait for a full moon in Virgo for it to completely come in. Whatever it is that you're wishing for, you know. So I hope that makes sense for you. I hope it helps. Sagittarius, Capricorn starts now. Oh, Capricorn. I owe 139. 39. I totally owe Aqua and Pisces, like, I had to stop last night because of the tree thing. I didn't even do their readings yesterday. It wasn't last night. Virgo energy with this. Never know a Virgo who hasn't had to get off your ass and get going. Yeah. No kidding. I love Virgo energy. It's so honest. Like brutal honesty. And that can be tough to take sometimes, but I actually really like the fact that you can always count on them being honest, you know. Okay, so Capricorn, it says you're very close to achieving your goals and a tough cycle, the end of a tough cycle approaches. And that's your even in your own sign. And then you've got surrender to the divine with a full moon. So there's probably something you have to surrender, and I feel like there's some kind of goal coming in, and it'll be when the moon is almost full. Okay, my mother was a Virgo. Mic drop. You don't know what everything else was though. Like, you know, Dan, I just got an astrology reading. I don't know if you guys dig astrology, but I've been trying so hard to learn it. And what I really wanted to know, Dan, is I wanted to know about the day my son died. And I said, I know this is how I feel about it. I feel like we left ourselves a map for our human to find so that we could like pull our asses out of this at some point if we wanted to, or if we were led there or whatever. And I really do believe it. And so anyways, she is on YouTube and she's called Get Life 333. I love her as an astrologer. She's taught me more than anybody else has. And so I ordered an astrology reading from her specifically about July 3rd, 2019, the day my son died, in my chart. Like, what happened? And like, I know that this was like, tell me. You wouldn't believe that reading, Dan. And wow, it helped me. Wow. Yeah. So anyway, so I had her look up the date and then my chart. You won't believe how much stuff lined up. Because it was supposed to happen. She just said to me flat out, like, it's almost like he came as a sacrifice for you. And I was like, I know exactly what you mean. I understand it. He did. Remember that rape I told you about? Like, he healed that with his death, and it makes me sick to even say it. But it's the truth. All right, so anyway, man, I really found out a lot. Sure was like, I don't know, it moved me for sure. Okay, Capricorn, I feel like you're very close to achieving your goals, and this is all about tapping in. You've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess, which is telling me the goals that you're reaching are your soul's goals. You know what I mean? Because these are higher self, both of them. They're about your lessons. They're about your life. They're about your third eye, right? And they're both major arcana. You're very close. It means that your spiritual path, you're on point. And they just want you to know that. Like, you're in tune with yourself. You're learning the lessons that you came here to learn. And there's something happening here. And I don't know what the tough cycle is, but look at it. Do you see what's coming? It says, you know, the cycle is over and there's happiness and joy and stability and money, contentment. This is like the tree of life. This is about your legacy, your family, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the all of the above. This could even be closing out some kind of cycle, ancestral cycle for some of you too, just because of that 10. And then over here, surrender to the divine. I don't know, but it looks like you're confused about love. Maybe you have many options. Maybe you don't want it. You don't know what to do. This is card of confusion. And this is a card of love, right? King of Cups. So maybe you're emotionally confused. Emotionally, yeah, I don't know what to do. The answer is just simply hand it over. You know what I mean? Let the higher realm take it. Let your soul handle the thing. Like I just feel like there's confusion going on here. So clarify surrender to the divine. Yeah. Okay. So this is about making a decision. It is 7 of Cups. You're making a decision maybe about love. And it's a tough decision. Like you're sitting here with the 2 of Swords going like, I don't know. But your higher self does know, and that is your divine. It's your higher self, right? And that's the Judgment card. So I feel like whatever this is, just surrender it. Just don't even worry about it anymore. And just say, I don't know what's supposed to happen here, but I really do trust my soul. Because you're digging it over here in the beginning, right? It says you're very close. Like you're there. I feel like your soul is, like, I've never read a reading like this, Capricorn. But I feel like your soul is just very pleased with you. Like where you're at and where you're going and what's coming in next. Like it's kind of like you're just morphing into one, you know what I mean? Like, because sometimes we really are separated. Like our mind thinks that it's the boss, you know what I mean? And our mind can be very confusing, because I feel like, every time we get any swords around, which are thoughts, it can be confusing, and Spirit is saying, like, you're on the right path. Like, just give this up to whatever this is. It's a decision. It's confusing. And it's about love. So whatever it is, like, quit worrying about it. Don't be confused. Your soul knows where it's going. Just trust it. Just trust it. Beautiful breathing, Capricorn. I don't know what's going on for you guys, but it looks like really beautiful stuff coming in for you. 147.35. For Aquarius, finally. I haven't made it to Aquarius for a few readings, man. I'm super sorry about that. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? I get it. We lost our dad in the line of duty on 11/11/68. My father would walk into a room with his uniform on and people would act like a Hollywood star walked in. Cool. I'm Virgo rising. Everyone knows I'm honest and naive. I'm grounded in Capricorn. Strong Sag moon. Oh, I didn't know you were a Virgo. I never really remember what anybody that's watching is. It's too hard. I mean, I know, like, Joni, because I talk to her every day for like at least a year. No way I was going to carry the man's lunchbox. So you sort of felt like some type of way about, like, you could never fill his shoes then, Dad. That's a tough thing to carry around too. Then you have the asshole stepdad and stuff, huh? I'm sorry. I mean, I want to say sorry to you, but, like, I kind of, like, I don't really know if it's even appropriate because, I mean, you made the plan, babe. You picked out those parents and that path and all of it. So I trust your soul, man. I do. It'll be okay. I think you picked the good path and I think you're doing a good job. Dan. Okay. Who am I on now? Aquarius. Finally. I bet you guys are going like, man, you haven't read my cards in 2 weeks. You're right. I'm sorry. Take time to breathe out. No kidding. It did bring us together. I know. I'm getting to the point where I'm just pretty pleased with myself, no matter how shitty the reality of what my life was like, or the decisions I make. I mean, like, I've lived through some really crazy stuff, but like, that's what I was saying about that astrology reading, like, all of it. Like, I was super honest with her, and she was like, this is here, this is here, this is here. This is who you came to be, man. There's something powerful in knowing that. Powerful, like soul, like you didn't fuck up. There wasn't a mistake. It was just part of it. You know, it was part of your growth. Anyway, yeah. Take time to breathe out, Aquarius. Something's going on here. Wow. This looks pretty beautiful. It does. Like you're learning something. You're learning about, I think you're learning to rely on your higher self, your intuition. I think it's changing your energy. I think there are some things that you have to cut out of your life, and it's worrisome, right? Like there is something having to leave. It's like a fucking tower. It breaks your heart. But it's being really quickly replaced by something else. Look what's coming in behind it. So you're doing really good here. You have the Hierophant, you're tapping in, you're changing, transmuting energy. And in the center of that, you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is like the money tree, right? Passive money, income's coming in, everything's fine, it's your higher self, you know it. And then there's something here, you know, with the King of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or it could be you happen to get honest with yourself about something, right? Something that fell to the ground, something that you're having a hard time with. You know what I mean? It's the Five of Cups. It's grieving. It's letting go. And it's the Tower card. Something dropping all the way to the ground. You have to fucking like. It had a bad structure at the bottom. There's no foundation. It breaks your heart. Something's got to change. And I don't know. I mean, it's talking about a new beginning, a love offer, and the Ten of Cups. So there's something coming in here. It's saying don't let pride get in your way. So what I was saying earlier is like, this can mean like pride. It can mean like, I feel like I'm better than that person. Like overinflated ego, right? I'm better than you. Or you could think they're better than me. Either one of those things is all about pride. It's either one way or the other. And it's saying like, don't let this happen. Could be dealing with a Leo. This could be about family love too. Like something's happening. It's sad. There's your card. It looks like you feel broken right now. Like struggling with your own self, hanging on to something that no longer serves you here with the Four of Pentacles. This could be where the pride card comes in, because like this is feeling like you don't got enough to offer somebody, or you did something wrong and you're trying to like hide it or keep it to yourself, right? So don't let your pride get in your way. There's a new opportunity coming in. So don't let yourself go either way with those feelings. Like, don't just be even. Just remember, there is no one better than another. No one. We are all completely the same. We come from God. We come from source energy. You know? And I don't mean to throw people off by using God, but by using the phrase God, because I feel like a lot of people like, I don't know, they hate the word or something, but it's really an energy. And I really believe in that fractal theory, and that each one of us is a little piece of that. Like he created each one of us, gave us each one of us our own soul spiritual soul piece of that source energy, right? So I kind of feel like no one's better than anyone else. That's all. Just like, don't let yourself get lost in that feeling that someone's better. It's a fucking lie. And it'll just stop you in your tracks from getting anything good. You'll be stuck some more if you think that. Like someone else is better than you. That's a lot of the time what it is. Like, I don't have enough to offer this person. I'm not good enough for that person, right? Expect powerful change with an eclipse energy here. And here you are talking to your higher self in the Hermit card about something that really needs to end. Something that has really, possibly really made a big transformation. I see it over here. It's this. Now, I can't tell what it is. You know what I mean? It's just saying that it breaks your heart. And it's like a complete crumbling of your world, But it's happening because it's just divine timing. Here's the World card and this Eclipse card. So it's meant to happen because there's some kind of big transformation coming in. Like, you have to understand your strength. I feel like you're going to have to, end up cutting out some people in your life. People, places, things, ideas, in order to just keep evolving. I think you just gotta let certain people go, Well, who are you cutting out with that sword? Who are you cutting out with that sword? It's like, the Queen of Swords, she either cuts people out or she creates a pretty deep boundary. Yeah, it's fear, it's devil, it's addiction, it's temper tantrums, it's greed, it's feeling lack, it's anything that slows you down. It's the Devil card. It's a Capricorn energy, but you can see, by looking at the card, what's all going on at this, right? There's fear there for sure with the kids. They got fear on their face. There's a volcano back there talking about a temper, right? Anger. And the devil to me is pure and simple fear. But it's also addiction. It's also it can be a lot of things. But you're going to have the strength to cut that shit out, whatever it is. It's something that's not good for you. It's something that's dead, done, and gone. But remember that 4 where you're just kind of hanging on. No, your higher self says, no, get the fuck out of Dodge here. So this is really, again, about kind of tapping into your higher self and trusting it to drive you to the next spot. Yeah, I do trust you. Or there's always times where we don't too. So I remember having a talk with my friend Joni about it. I'm you just gotta surrender to your soul. And then she's like, well, I don't really trust it at this point. Why would it take me here? I hate what's happening in my life right now. I'm I know. We'll just get through that, talk to them. Maybe they'll explain why it had to happen, or maybe you'll just have to hang on and wait. But our generation, that was normal. It would make grandkids shit their pants. But that must be how our friends were punished. Spankings, belt, etc. Yes. Yeah. And now, yeah, and now, well, I can see it with my oldest daughter. She's a good mom. I'm just kind of proud to even know her. But her kids are big, and I'm not saying my other kids aren't good moms. I'm not saying that at all. But I'll tell you why I'm saying it, because she did the opposite of everything I did. I was a shitty mom, Dad. Did I love my kids? Yeah, but I was more worried about money than I was them. I had this thing where I wanted to prove to everybody I could do it on my own, and And I worked two, 3 jobs all the time. I bought this house on my own. Had a chip on my shoulder, man. And yeah, I definitely have been humbled. I promise. I was thinking about that. Like, what is the biggest thing I've learned? Humility. Humility. I can't do it all. And I don't even fucking want to anymore. You know, like as far as like, I don't have anything to prove to anybody. I mean, I've just been humbled like crazy. Even the way I look. I used to be kind of cute. And I'm just fucking old, man. Okay. Pisces. Your dreams need a practical plan. A new romantic cycle begins. And yep. The magical blue moon card, which is my favorite. So, let us your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, Pisces. I feel like you're kind of like I feel like you're at this place where you don't know what to do, Two of Swords. I mean, I think you're going to have to surrender and just leave it up to your higher self, but this is about somebody. I think you want somebody, a certain somebody. Could be dealing with a water sign, right? That's you. Could be dealing with any sign. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini. But I feel like you have to surrender it, you know? Maybe that's what you're doing. And I think like well, what can you do right now to make something happen? I feel like what's happening is like you need to make a plan, but you don't even know if you want to invest anymore. Because the 7 is 7 Pentacles this year. And it's like, should I stay or should I go? Oh man, you haven't seen me lately, dude. I went over to to my daughter's house the other day and she goes, "What's all over your face?" And I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean? I said, I've been painting. Maybe it's paint. She looks at it. She like starts scratching my cheek and she goes, it's like gummy. Like, and I'm like, oh, it's the tape. I have to wear the eye patch thing to bed and you got to tape it on your face. I'm like, I didn't know it was leaving marks. That's how often I look in the mirror. I fucking can't do it. Damn. I can't even fucking do it. A new romantic cycle begins and it's coming in with a message of truth, Pisces. It is. Wow. And it's increasing in value. You know what I mean? Like they're sending a message and then they're coming in. Now, this could make you feel some kind of way, like, I don't know what to do. You know, you don't know what to do with this new truth, this new person, a new romantic cycle. If you're already married, this could be like you and maybe there was a fight and there's like a new perspective, so there's a reunion coming in. You know, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Virgo twice here for energy, so I don't know if you're dealing with a Virgo or not. But I kind of feel like there is a new cycle coming in for you, Pisces. This could be the person that you could be with this person. I kind of feel like what you want is like a stable, happy home. And so if you're with someone and you're married, because I kind of feel like there's 2 energies here, and one of them's married and one of them isn't. And I feel like, like what you really want is stability in your family. And it's saying like it's coming in. And I don't know that like it's someone coming in to break up your marriage, Pisces. I don't think so. I think it's like a burying of the hatchet. Like, let's come in and reframe this for each other, you know? Like, let's talk about it. And like, so for the people that are married, I just feel like your energy together is changing. I mean, it's good. It's stable. But I do feel like over here, like you're not even sure if you want to invest. I feel like you're kind of like in this queen energy. You're just kind of like, spirit, I don't freaking know what to do with this situation. Sick of it. Isn't it funny? Like the second you surrender, the solution comes in. Have you ever noticed that? Like things just work out if we actually let go of it. If we actually say, like, I'm not going to try and control this shit no more, right? I'm just going to let your higher self, whatever you want. That's what I finally do to soul. I'm like, you know what? I do trust you. I mean, that was pretty fucked up about the, 30-year-long trauma. But I get what happened. I had to really know. I had to, like, keep that info. Like, I had to remember the feeling, like, yep, I was really on the other side of the room. I was no joke, you know? I don't know if you guys were here earlier, but I was telling somebody, I was telling Dan, yesterday's breakfast, honey, you know, Mom's an old hippie. We're in the Clean Plate Club. No kidding. No kidding about the clean plate. God, my grandma saved me from that shit so many times. I can remember my mom made this grossest meal. And I hated it. She called it hamburger pie. And it was like, I don't even know. You know, something a kid don't like. It was tomatoey, hamburgery. I feel like there was peas in it, maybe. And it was like the soup on the bottom, sort of like runny. And then mashed potatoes on the top, and they served it all together. And I hated it. I hated every bite. I didn't want to eat it. My mom would say, you sit at that table until all that food is gone. We are not wasting food around here. Because we came from the generation, like my grandma's lived through the Great Depression, and my parents were the children in the Great Depression. You know what I mean? So they went without food, and they had to clean their plate, man. It was no joke. And so then you come in this next generation, like, which is us, right? And wow, look at you go. You're healing. Something new is coming in. I feel like what's happening here is like a big, huge epiphany for you, Pisces. It is about your past. It's about trauma. It is. It's about all the trauma in your life, right? And you kind of owning the power of that, understanding maybe the bigger picture. I don't know what's happening here, but I feel like it's a miracle. And it's about the moon. You got the moon card and the blue moon card. So if you're into making wishes and talking to that moon and setting intentions, I feel like there's a lot of healing coming, but I feel like a lot of it belongs to you. Like you have to decide to do the healing. You have to decide to trust in yourself. You have to decide to listen and follow direction from your higher self. I feel like the way you see yourself is changing, because I feel like you see yourself as broken and maybe don't have any value. Maybe the way you look at yourself, like physically, maybe what you see in the mirror isn't even an actual accurate, reflection of you. And I feel like that's what's healing here. You've got emperor energy coming out, and that's you going into the unknown, leaping into the unknown, wrapping your arms around the reality of your life and all that it gave you as you rise into the I am energy, the emperor. I am the ruler of my life. I have created this divine plan. And it makes you look at yourself different, and then there's your healing. It's just like, boom, it's here. you know. So believe in the impossible. Blue moon. I feel like the next moon is also a blue moon. We're having 4 of them in a row. Our first one was 2 weeks ago, and our next full blue moon is going to be in 2 more weeks. And I believe there are 4 in a row. Something making each one of them unique, or maybe it was about the super part of it. I can't remember. Damn it, I've got like no memory of anything sometimes. It goes in, it goes out. You know, that's what killed the damn dog, hamburger pie. Oh my god, did you hate hamburger pie? Did you have it? Jesus, I can remember. So let me finish the story. So I had this really great grandma. You know, she seemed like she was like 1,000 years old. And when I really look back at it, like when I was born, she was 50. So I was 10. She was my age right now. And I remember every day of it. She lived with us until she lived with us my whole life. And she was my bestie. And and when I had the hamburger pie shit, I mean, that's before 9 years old because we moved out of that house, but I remember the memory of it. And I remember that hamburger pie. And I mean, just sitting there, it's dark outside, and I was like falling asleep at the table. And my grandma comes over, she's all done with the dishes, and she comes over and she goes, well, maybe you should go to the bathroom. And I'm like, I don't really have to go to the bathroom. She's like, go to the bathroom. So I go in and I come back out and she cleans the plate up, washes the plate, and I come back in and I looked at her, she winks at me and she goes, you know, like, it's over. You're okay. God, I love that woman. I love that woman. She was the best. Fucking get rid of that hamburger pie so I didn't have to eat it. I'm done, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, Dan. Thanks for coming in, all of you guys. I love you so much. I hope this moon is magic for you because, dude, when I read the thing, I'm like, is the Virgo moon the best moon of all? Because it seems like it. It seems like it. The energy of it is so honest and so healing. So today's the day, you guys. So get ready and just set your intentions and get ready to receive. I love you. Have a great day.